already set to get worse. There is rain in the forecast. Quite how heavy that rain turns out to be, we will see. That is bound to have an impact of some sort on the dynamic of the football match. Conditions could be a factor. For now, the game, and an important one, is imminent. The mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we rise now for the Spanish national anthem. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. Is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, one of the smartest wingers around, Peter, is Oyarzabal. I really like the way he just instinctively seems to know when to take people on or when to release it. And not being a physical specimen, you really have to show good tactical awareness on this front. And he's learning quickly.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Produces a cross. Takes a shot! Dani Olmo. That has been cut short. Ruben Neves. Diogo Dalot. Ruben Neves. Gonzalo Inacio. And it's Mendes. And here's João Felix. Oh, that was close. Kubasi. Al Kubasi, gently done. Oyarzabal. Pedri. And here's Yamal. Brilliantly cut out. He's having a shot! Grimaldo plays it short. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Shapes to shoot! Joao Felix. And it's Mendes. Nuno Mendes. He has found the way through. And claimed it back swiftly. Yamal looking to break at pace. And here's Ferran Torres. Oyarzabal. Trying to get their passing game going here, Jim. Just plotting a route round their opponents.
Yeah, just keep things nice, short, crisp, and let the ball do all the work, and it ought to pay off for them as well.
Bruno Fernandes, and it's Dalot. Oh, played right into his path. He steps in, and that's the end of that. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to... There's the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Joao Felix really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Goal kick. Pedri shifted upfield. Portugal have reclaimed it. Joao Felix, out to the left it goes, and the volley. It's been slipped through, and he shoots! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Moved on forwards. Pedri looking for a runner. Gonzalo Inacio. Diogo Dalot. Grimaldo cuts it out. Vitinha. Great defending, strong and determined. Dani Olmo. And here's Yamal. Muscular approach does pay off here. Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's really well manoeuvred. Mendes aim forwards. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Dani Olmo. Ruben Neves. Diogo Dalot chasing after it. Pedro Neto. That looks a good ball through. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Portugal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Kubasi attempts a clearance. Llorente forwards and with intent. Ferran Torres. Pedri. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not.
Grimaldo has been caught there, it's a foul. Gets it away. Howson. And it's Olmo. And here's Oyarzabal. And here's Oyarzabal. Can he finish? Same again, same outcome. Nuno Mendes, Gonzalo Inacio, Ruben Neves, and it's played forward. Pedro Neto, Vitinha, João Felix. That has found him in acres of space. A chance to play it in. Deftly away. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. And here's João Felix. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Grimaldo, and here's Ferran Torres. And it's Olmo. And here's Yamal. Oyarzabal. Nice interception, well timed. Gonzalo Inacio. Ruben Neves, Ruben Dias, shifted upfield, and the pass is intercepted. Looking here to chip it through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Ruben Dias.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! And here's Yamal. And he's there to clear it. João Felix. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Gonzalo Inacio. Ruben Neves. Ruben Dias. Diogo Dalot. Pedro Neto. Kubasi with a fine tackle. Pedri gently done. And it's Olmo. Searching pass he's played there. He's cut it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that is a little undercooked. Inacio, aim forwards. Goes for a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Nuno Mendes, nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Moved on forwards. Llorente. Yamal, that's an imaginative pass.
Lamine Yamal, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Cristiano Ronaldo, and the shot! Cleared without complication. There's the half-time whistle. Decent enough half, but either side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point.
Portugal ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Portugal, so both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Raya, long ball by the goalkeeper. And that's too far for anyone. Vitinha, Nuno Mendes, João Felix, Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, red, nice interception. Dani Olmo, that's really well manoeuvred. Oyarzabal, Ferran Torres. Ruben Dias. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
João Felix. Diogo Dalot. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. And here's Neto. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mendes. João Felix! They've scored!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, it's always that bit tougher for a keeper when the underside of the crossbar is in play.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Dani Olmo, and here's Oyarzabal. Llorente picks it up now. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Here's Ferran Torres, and here's Oyarzabal, and it's Olmo. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He's gone direct. What a save by Diogo Costa! Rodri. That's an excellent interception. Gonzalo Inacio. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Diogo Dalot. And he's managed to get free. That's a big chance! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Yamal. The message is clear, none shall pass. Ronaldo, now he's off and running. Yamal, Lopez, and that has been cleared. Llorente have it back and can go again. Shoots! Split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pretty, but it gets the job done. Bruno Fernandes. Rodri. Portugal have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. And it's Mendes. Joao Felix. Chris tries a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Portugal, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Portugal find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Diogo Dalot is the guilty party there. Kubasi. Llorente. Llorente proves just a little bit too strong. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Fermin. Oyarzabal proves too strong. Now it's Pedro Neto. Ruben Neves. And he cuts out the supply. Yamal. He's found a way through. Oyarzabal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
change in personnel. Vitinha. And it's Mendes. Joao Felix. Yamal. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Ruben Dias. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Decent progress down the left. Gonzalo Inacio. Nuno Mendes. Howson. Rodri. Now it's Oyarzabal. Fermin. Yamal. Mikel Oyarzabal. Lovely, now then, he's had a shot! Bruno Fernandes. And that's a throw-in. Ferran Torres. João Cancelo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Joao Felix tries to dink it through. Keeper's got good distance on that and reclaimed it in a trice. Ferran Torres. Fermin. Pedri. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Bruno Fernandes forwards and with intent. That's the keeper's ball. Pedri. Portugal are almost home and dry now. Lopez. And it's Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal. It's a loose ball. And here's Ferran Torres. Spain have a free kick. Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Ronaldo taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
I think he's put in a good shift and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Rafael Leao. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Gonzalo Inacio. Now who's going to be first? That could spell trouble. Rafael Leao. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Out to the right. Vitinha. Ruben Dias. João Neves. That's a cute ball. That has been knocked clear. And it's Pedri. Oyarzabal. Cracking ball. Yamal. Shot, surely! those changes we have been expecting.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao played out to the left flank. Lobbed in behind. And it's hoisted clear. Chance for a shot! Could be danger here. And here's the chance to counter. Gonzalo Ramos. And that has been clubbed away. And there goes the final whistle.